Okay. First and foremost, y'all see the shirt / jersey that I'm wearing right now. 22 purple and gold. Says Brink on the back, not Butler, unfortunately. Sorry, LA fans. But hey, shout out to you, Cam. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. You are going to change this game for the better. I know it. I promise it. I'm here. Everybody else is going to be here. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep smiling. Keep being who you are. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Go Sparks. LA.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the Heat Hour with your host, Ajani Bakari. I'm your Heat fan for the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Thank you for joining me on another great night, Monday night, as we are going to talk about Jimmy Butler. Yes, y'all, Jimmy Butler has done it again. He is making a little bit of noise. He's out here celebrating other teams' colors. This is not going well for the Miami Heat. I can tell you this right now. Pat Riley is not one of those guys that appreciate something like this. Now, the thing about the Heat is that we are a team that keeps it honest with one another. And that's something Jimmy likes about being a Miami Heat player and being a part of his Heat culture, is that we are honest with one another. Pat Riley does not hide what he has to say or how he feels. So Jimmy is out here letting us and then everybody know, hey y'all, I'm ready to go. If y'all ready to send me somewhere, y'all can send me over here. So Jimmy Butler's out here making noise. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Heat Hour on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm your host, Ajani. I am coming to give you guys my takes on what happens with my Miami Heat, because I am a Miami Heat fan. Beyond the fact that we are a GOAT James Kingdom platform, we also talk basketball like none other. Thank you for joining me on another great Monday night, as I do the Heat Hour every Monday night to discuss the Miami Heat, man, and what we got to do to get better. And because this offseason is very big, and Jimmy is the catalyst to what we have to do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. This Jimmy thing is serious, man. This Jimmy thing is serious. He wants his money. He's not the type of player that's just going to say these type of things just to say it. He is saying it for a reason. He is behaving the way he's behaving for a reason. If anybody remembers the story of what happened in Minnesota with Jimmy Butler, Jeff Teague tells a great story about what happened at infamous practice where Jimmy Butler annihilated the whole team and went and did a press conference interview, or did an interview with ESPN with Rachel Nichols right after the actual practice, and spoke about how he wants to move on and he doesn't think that he should be in Minnesota, and just basically, spoke for himself. Jimmy is somebody that is going to do what it takes for him, and he's a brilliant. How can I say this? He's good with the media. He's good at promoting himself. He understands his brand. He understands how to make money. He understands how this works. So when Jimmy Butler says something, he ain't saying it just to say it. Everything Jimmy Butler does is calculated, and he's actually trying to make something happen. The real factor is that Jimmy's not going to go into this NBA season without an extension. That is going to be the facts. He's not going to wait till next offseason to do it. And that's what the Miami Heat are going to tell him. Wait till next year. So guess what? He just basically told Miami, if you're not going to give me my extension, you want to trade me, this is where you can trade me. So now the question goes, should he actually be on the trade line, on the trade block, and should the Miami Heat trade him, right? And is the Lakers an actual option? Is the Lakers an actual option for this man? So we have to really look at it in this sense, because again, Jimmy is not playing. He is coming. He wants his money. He wants his money, and Miami has a lot of decisions to make. We're looking at the Boston Celtics right now play phenomenal basketball, and they have two key young guys in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. which we don't really fear Boston. We really don't. Matter of fact, it's fuck Boston. We don't like Boston. But if Jimmy decides decides to say, hey, I want to be traded, what are our options? Who's available for Miami? How do we replace that? How do we match somebody up with a Bam Adebayo? Because we all know from here on out, Bam's the star. He is the future. But we can't move Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero's going to stay on the roster. Duncan Robinson on the roster. All these guys are not tradable unless we're putting them in a package with something with Jimmy. And I don't see us trading Jimmy and Tyler Hero in the same deal. For who? For what? What are we going to get back? So that's going to be a very important thing to talk about this whole offseason is what can the Miami Heat do about this Jimmy situation, because Jimmy is going to continually to do those things like he's doing. I mean, the fact that he was all in purple and gold like it was nothing. Oh, just disgusted. Oh, disgusting. That's just disgusting. Can you imagine Jimmy in a Laker uniform? That's what he's talking about. Now, if they want to send us the GOAT, you can send us LeBron James. I'll take LeBron James. But the Lakers actually have something that we could use, which is D'Angelo Russell. Now, I wouldn't mind having D'Angelo Russell on the Miami Heat, depending on the type of contract he has. Now, I believe he has a player option with the Lakers that he's probably going to opt out of and test the free agent market, because he didn't have a bad season last year. It's just hard to play in LA, and then it's harder to play with LeBron James and not get the scrutinized eyes of everybody trying to pick and prod and nitpick on everything you do. But he didn't have a bad season last year. He played very well last year. And if he can come to Miami, that would be nice. Now, I don't know how much it's going to cost to bring someone like D'Angelo Russell. What you mean trade him to the West? That's what a Knicks fan would want. That's what a Knicks fan would want. But Jimmy's not playing, man. When Jimmy, listen, look, man. Jimmy doesn't just talk the talk. This man went out here and was all dressed up in color and uniform. Man, look how this man was.
Okay. First and foremost, y'all see this shirt / jersey that I'm wearing right now. 22 purple and gold. Says Brink on the back, not Butler, unfortunately. Sorry, LA fans. But hey, shout out to you, Cam. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. You are going to change this game for the better. I know it. I promise it. I'm here. Everybody else is going to be here. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep smiling. Keep being who you are. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Go Sparks. LA.
Y'all see my face, man. I can't deal with this, man. This is not what we do in Miami, man. Jimmy, this is not right, Jimmy. What you're trying to do is not right. Okay? You gotta do better job in negotiations. Alright? If you want your money, we're gonna give it to you. Just relax. Just relax. Give it some time. We take care of those that are true to us. It's in the pudding. It's in the pudding. You are a Miami Heat lifer, man. Don't do this. Purple and gold, the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's the Sparks. Don't the Miami Heat? Don't we have isn't there a Miami team for the WNBA? Why wouldn't you have one of the don't we have a team called Miami Soul? Why are you running around here wearing these colors, wearing the Ops colors? Nah, bro, we can't have that, man. That's a clear message Jimmy Butler is sending to the Miami Heat. He is letting them know where he would like to go, who he would like to play for, and he wouldn't mind being in LA. All right? It looks like he likes to dip his, in some white chocolate. Looks like Jimmy Butler looks like he likes the white girls. So LA is a perfect scenery for Jimmy Butler. Miami's beautiful too, but go over there and then what? They take like 30% of your income in state taxes. Come on, Jimmy, stay down here. You don't want to be in California. You want to be here in Miami, man. We could run it back. You know, we got some Miami Heat fans who don't like the fact that Jimmy Butler hasn't been available. They don't like the fact that they think Jimmy doesn't really play hard night in and night out, things like this. Listen, man, he's going to be there when it's necessary, right? The NBA is going to open up money, right? We're going to have some cap space when Jimmy leaves. If we give him that extension, by the time he gets done with the 2026-2027 season, right? There's going to be so much cap space available for the Miami Heat, right? Like let's not rush things, man. I think we have a very good roster. We bring back some of these guys for next season. We're going to have a good run. We re-sign Bam and give him the extension that he needs. We good there. We don't need nothing more, nothing less. You give him his extension, right? You got Tyler Hero for the next 3 years. Nothing to worry about. You got Rozier. And this is the good thing about Rozier. If Rozier doesn't pan out, we could always trade him after next season, because he'll be on his last year and he'll have some trade value. We have Duncan Robinson, we have Jovic, we have Jaquez Jr. We have guys that we could run with another year with these guys. We have a good team. Look how Boston is, man. Remember, Boston is our ops. We could beat Boston. All we need is to add another piece to this. Another, like I said, if we can get someone like a D'Angelo Russell, if we can get someone like a, like a Valdrunas, who's going to be available. Jared Allen is going to be available. These are all guys that could work very well with the Miami Heat. There's some players that we can get, man. And that's all we need, is to get some of these guys to come play in Miami. And if we can get that, re-sign Jimmy, re-sign Bam. But trading Jimmy is going to be a tough sell for me, man. I don't see how trading Jimmy is going to be beneficial to the Miami Heat. I really don't see it. We have to do a better job of figuring this out, man, because we cannot have Jimmy Butler out here in other people's colors, man. We can't have Jimmy out here selling himself to the people, man, because that's what he's good at doing. He is a marketing genius, man. He's a marketing genius. I'm telling you, go back and look at what Jeff Teague said about what he did in Minnesota. That shit was strategic. He planned that shit. He knew what was about to happen. He did the same shit in Philadelphia. He knows what he's doing, bro. He's not a stupid guy. In fact, we all know that Jimmy Butler went and made all kind of money in the bubble because he was selling coffee to these dudes. This man had his own coffee machine and was selling coffees, a cup of coffee for $100. The man was intelligent. He was intelligent. The man is intelligent. So he's not going to play around with his money. He wants to get paid this offseason. Jimmy wants his money this offseason. He's not going to wait for next offseason. He doesn't want to go into he doesn't want another $50 million guaranteed. He wants another $100 million guaranteed. That's all he's asking for. He's basically saying, hey, secure me for this year and next year, and then we'll worry about 2027 when 2027 comes in. He's going to be comfortable. Listen, they'll renegotiate that last year that he's trying to get. They'll renegotiate it. They'll extend him for another 4 years. He'll be a Heat lifer just like Udonis. He'll still be able to contribute because he's a smart player. He's very cerebral, and he's a part of our culture. When you come into Miami, you're going to have to deal with Jimmy Butler. You see what I'm saying? Just like you had to deal with Udonis Haslam. So we got to keep him. We can't lose Jimmy Butler. We can't let him go. We have to keep Jimmy.
Go Heat. Let's go Heat. The Heat.
We have to do that, ladies and gentlemen. We have to do that. We have to keep him here. Jimmy to Philly? For who, man? Who, man? How he went for who? I'll take Tyrese Maxey. If you want to send Tyrese Maxey over here, let's start negotiating some things. Send us Tyrese Maxey. Excuse me. Some other guys. I'll take Tyrese Maxey. I'll take that any day. But I don't think sending. If we're going to send Jimmy anywhere, it better not be to the East. We got to send Jimmy to the West. And that's what Jimmy's basically telling Miami, man. Like, yo, man, you can send me to LA. LA wants to do some things. I'll tell you what, send him over to LA. Give us Anthony Davis. We'll send Anthony Davis to Philadelphia, and then we can get somebody from Philadelphia. Feel me? But Jimmy Butler, man, he is not playing about his money. He want his money. He's telling the Heat, hey, listen, y'all, I look good over here. They love me over here. Look at this, y'all. That's what he's basically saying. He's like, look, I'm telling you. So when he's saying, listen, I want this big contract, I want this $100 million deal, you gotta give it to him. Just give it to him, Miami. Stop being cheap. You did Dwayne Wade wrong. You lost LeBron James, right? You lost Dwayne Wade. We didn't have our hooray with Dwayne Wade like we should have, right? You always trying to save cap space for whatever free agent you think is going to be available in the future. No, man. Stick with the roster. Stick with the team. Let other players know that the Heat culture is still a culture of loyalty to the players that come out here and do what they do. And it's what's expected from an NBA player and what it is to be a Miami Heat player. And leave it at that, man. Just give Jimmy his money, man. Don't hurt my heart and have Jimmy go anywhere else. Please don't do that. That would just be devastating to your boy. I can't take it. Shout out to you, Twain Gant. Thank you for joining me, man. Again, this is the Heat Hour right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm Ajani, your host. I do this every Monday night where I sit here and talk about the Miami Heat. I did take a break for a little bit, but I'm back at it because it's offseason, man, and Jimmy Butler is the guy that we are going to be talking about a lot. We're going to be talking about Jimmy a lot, man, because Jimmy is trying his best to get his extension, and he's promoting himself. He's marketing himself. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform, so let us do a little bit of marketing ourselves. You guys can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. We go live every Sunday noon Eastern time to talk about the GOAT conversation in basketball. That's where you can also find me and my partner, B. Lee. This is what we do best. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform, but this is the Heat Hour, and this is what I do during the Heat Hour. And I talk about the Miami Heat. I do this every Monday night, and it's fun to talk about my Heat because we have several other platforms like the Heat Zone, the Miami Heat, the Team to Beat Network. There's other guys. Shout out to them as they do great things as well. But we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. You always can come and join me on a Monday night and have fun with me while we do this, and definitely talk about just the Heat in general, man, because that's what I love to do. Because that's really the team that I root for. I'm a real Heat fan. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a real Heat fan. So, knowing the Heat, they might not pay him because, yeah, again, they might not. To be honest with you, I am 50-50. The Heat fan side of me says, re-sign Jimmy, keep him. But the real Heat fan that I am understands Pat Riley. He's probably dangling Jimmy in traded rumors to see how Jimmy reacts, to see what's available out there. So, yeah, I see him doing that. I don't know. He has a player option, right? I think he goes into a player option. I don't think there's too many teams out there going to sign him for any big deal. Maybe somebody does give him a big deal, right? Maybe he gets a big deal. I hope he stays. He does have a player option. Again, the Heat do have a lot of choices to make going into this offseason. And like I said, watching these NBA Finals, we are really looking at, we're really looking at a decisions that need to be made based off of what happens with Boston. Because if Boston wins this championship and they ride into the sunset with re-signing Jason Tatum, having Brown, having Holiday, Derek White might be available. I don't know who, but you know what I'm saying, keeping Porzingis because they're gonna. I think Al Horford's gonna retire if they win the championship. So yeah, I think Caleb Martin hitting the free agency is an option, but I think he'll stay in Miami. Because, again, the Heat have a good place to be, man. These guys like playing in Miami. They like what's going on here. Caleb Martin has a role here. So, does he go make more money? Of course, these guys are professionals, and they're going to go make the most money that's available to them. But I tell you this, man. At the end of the day, as long as we have Bam, Hero, Rozier, Duncan, Jovic, and Jaquez Jr., I'm fine with the Heat next year. I am fine. But we are going to have to add some pieces. All right, so, but I'm gonna get up out of here because it's been a great little time here to talk to you guys. I see everybody here in the comments. I appreciate you guys joining me. You guys know what to do. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Like I said, this is the Heat Hour with your boy Ajani. I'll be going live again next Monday night to talk about the Miami Heat. Hopefully, we can have some more discussions. You guys can go ahead and share the content. Let folks let folks know about it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Check out our membership here in GOAT James Kingdom, where you can become a member of our channel and get exclusive perks and material available to you and content. Again, I'll also be doing the NBA finals coming up on Wednesday night, so you can come back and catch the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Again, this is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm Ajani the Exposer. I'm going to get up out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Peace and blessings, y'all.